This is a special non-Thursday dev blog post, a special news bulletin, because we did want to share some information about the new game and one feature that we have talked about but actually are not going to include in the game. And that's the elk herds. They're cool, but we just couldn't get them to work, so we're pulling all the elk out of the game. Okay, that's a joke, haha. The actual feature that we have said for 2 years would be in the game that won't be in the game is being able to import your wolf from the old game into the new game. That sounded like a cool idea 2 years ago, but as the game has grown and gotten much bigger and I think better, and certainly more complicated, and certainly just a new thing unto itself, there's both technical issues as well as player experience issues that we think it's best to scrap that feature. You can easily recreate your wolf from the old game with the customization features, and it has new options as well, but you won't be able to import your wolf from the old game. And I know that's going to be a disappointment to a lot of people, especially people who've been really working on getting their XP up and their rank up in the old game, but we've been thinking about it a lot, and aside from the technical issues, we think it's just the right decision. And that's partly because, it doesn't really make sense to come into the new game, you're playing as a 2-year-old dispersal wolf and yet have a lot of XP, have a high rank. Doesn't really make sense when you think about it. We also are working on a all-new XP system that's going to have some other cool stuff in it that we're not ready to announce yet. It won't be ready to be in the game initially, but it will be one of the updates we release sometime after Thursday. So for all those reasons, we think it is the best decision for the player's experience with the new game. So I know that's going to be disappointing and frustrating to a lot of people, and so we wanted to get that information out now so you can absorb it and hopefully accept it before the actual game comes out on Thursday, and you can dive in without that being a surprise and a disappointment at the time. What else? Some other news. People are wondering, how do you get the new game when it comes out? If you are on Steam, it'll be very easy. It will just appear in your library and you can download it. If you purchase the game from the WolfQuest website or itch.io, and the WolfQuest website basically uses itch.io, what you'll want to do to download the new game is to go to the WolfQuest download page that you can access from your purchase, and it'll just be available there to download. So to get to that download page, you need the purchase receipt email that you received when you first purchased the game. Hopefully you kept it, because it does in the email say keep this email because it has that important link. If you don't have that still, take a look at this. This is our WolfQuest knowledge base. This has tons of tech support information. We're going to be expanding, of course, with the new game. But this page right here tells you how to retrieve that email, how to have it sent to you again. The knowledge base has also got tons of information, so if you have other questions, you can poke around there too as well. Of course, if you haven't purchased the game yet, you can do that now or later, but the price is going to go up on Thursday with the release of Anniversary Edition. Whether you purchase the old game now or the new game later, you will get both versions available to you to download at any time. So Thursday's the release for WolfQuest Anniversary Edition Early Access, but that's just the beginning, not the end. We're going to be doing lots and lots of updates over the coming months with multiplayer and achievements and the new XP system and more animals, and then of course Blue Creek and the pups. So this is definitely just the beginning. So did you notice anything new about the wolf here? Don't blink or you might miss it.